Has anyone ever sat down and told you what it's truly like to reach your 80s? Not the polite talk, not the cheerful sayings about aging gracefully, but the real, honest version, the one that quietly settles in when the candles on your cake say 80 or more. Because something does shift. It might be subtle, quiet, slow, but it's real, a soft stillness, a different rhythm to your days, and sometimes a sense of being hollowed out inside. If no one prepares you, this stage of life can feel like the tide slowly pulling away from your feet. But you don't have to face it unaware. In this video, we'll walk gently through 5 unspoken but powerful truths about living beyond 80. Not to scare you, but to honor you, to help you meet this chapter of life with more understanding, more grace, and yes, more peace. Truth number 1. Friendships fade in ways you didn't expect. You may still feel full of life, ready to chat, to laugh, to be with others. But time has a way of thinning out your circle. It isn't always lost through passing. Sometimes it's just distance. People get caught up in their own lives, their own challenges. The phone rings less often. Holiday cards dwindle. The friend who never forgot your birthday might now struggle to recall her own. I once met a woman named Mabel, 87. Every Tuesday she put on a fresh blouse, did her hair, and waited by the window. Her best friend used to come pick her up for lunch. Then one Tuesday, she didn't, and she never did again. Mabel never said a word. She just started eating alone. That kind of grief is silent, but it's real. The good news is, you can still connect. It may not look like it did in your youth, but a smile at the grocery store, a chat at the library, or joining a small community group can bring warmth and meaning. At this age, you can't always wait for connection. Sometimes you have to take the first step. Truth number 2. Your body has new rules, and it means what it says. A stumble that once made you chuckle now leaves a bruise that lingers. A poor night's sleep can affect your whole week. That stiff knee after a little gardening doesn't just ache. It slows you down for days. Your body isn't failing you. It's simply asking for what it's earned. Slower starts, gentler movements, a little more care. Harold, 83, once told me, "At 60, I bounced back. At 70, I limped. Now I pause before I move." He wasn't quitting. He was adapting. And adapting is strength. Let your body slow down. Let it rest. But also let it move. Let it stretch and breathe. Don't stop using it, even if that means just walking to the mailbox or doing simple stretches while the tea steeps. Truth number 3. Asking for help is not losing independence. This is a tough one. After a life of doing things on your own, it can feel hard to admit you need assistance. Maybe you pause before climbing the stairs. Maybe you ask someone to repeat directions, or need help with a zipper or a ride to the store. And sometimes asking makes you feel like a burden. But I want to say this clearly. Asking for help is a form of wisdom, not weakness. Using a walker isn't giving in. It's giving yourself the ability to keep moving. I once knew a man named Raj. He'd always been the strong one. But when his vision began to fade, he let his grandson read to him each evening. "I thought I'd feel small," he said. "Instead, I felt seen." Support is not a burden, it's a bridge. Let others love you through their actions. It honors both them and you. Truth number 4. You may feel invisible, but you still matter. This one can sting. You walk into a shop and the clerk speaks to your aide instead of you. You share an opinion and someone pats your hand like you're a child. No harm is meant, but it still leaves a mark. Irene, age 85, once said to me, "I've lived through wars, raised a family, buried 2 husbands, and I still get treated like I'm confused by a microwave. But here's the truth. You don't need the world to validate you to stand tall. Keep speaking up. Share your stories. Ask your questions. Wear that bright scarf. Laugh loudly in a quiet room. The world may overlook you, but you don't have to overlook yourself. Truth number 5. Purpose doesn't retire. It simply changes form. When your days no longer revolve around careers, caretaking, or raising children, you may ask, what now? But purpose isn't gone. It just looks different now. Maybe it's writing letters to your grandchildren. Maybe it's sharing life advice, growing herbs, or simply welcoming someone in for tea. I once met Eliza, 90. She doesn't volunteer or bake anymore, but every Thursday she puts on the kettle and gives anyone who visits her full attention. That's my offering, she told me. Presence. Purpose now is about presence, perspective, and patience. It's the wisdom only age can offer. So what do we do with these 5 truths? We face them. We talk about them. We stop pretending this season of life is only sweet or only sorrowful. It's both. It's real. It's yours. If you're in your 80s now, you've already proven your strength. Now, it's about showing yourself the same care and presence you once gave others. Let me know in the comments. Which of these truths felt closest to your heart today? Was it the changing friendships, the new pace of your body, or perhaps the quiet power of purpose? If this video brought you comfort or clarity, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need these gentle reminders. You're not in the final chapter. You're in the deepening. And as we know, the richest stories always deepen before they end. Thank you for being here with Elder Wisdom. We'll see you in the next one.